In the world of sales, what does the Sony and Marvel Studios fight over Spider-Man have to do with you, and why does it matter? I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Sacramento, California on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about negotiations out here on the Delta. So, here's the thing. Over the last couple of months, Sony Studios and Marvel Studios have been fighting over whether Spider-Man could be in any more Marvel Universe movies. And I've already shot 2 videos on things that I think are happening, because this is all speculation on my part. I'm not involved in the deal. I don't know for certain if all this is going on, but I like to look and figure out what could I see that may be going on that makes me a better salesperson, a better negotiator, okay? And so the first thing I want you to think about is Venom, which is the property for Sony over here, did $1 billion, okay? And then you got a couple of movies from Marvel that did $1 billion. There's just too much money involved to not make this deal happen. So in the middle, you've got licensing rights and merchandising fees. How much is one person going to pay to have another character involved in their movie? And what's going to be the cut for hats, t-shirts, and video games? Okay? So there's one aspect. The other aspect that you should be paying attention to is the marketing. I think, on my belief, some of this has been piped up and made up from the marketing teams, because the more tension that's created in a sales process, the bigger the possibility that people pay more attention and see what's going on. So, a couple weeks back, it was announced that Spider-Man was not going to be in the MCU anymore, the Marvel Universe anymore, and actors went nuts. Fans went nuts. They made tweets and phone calls and messages and videos begging for Spider-Man to stay in the MCU. And so it's a ping pong match. I'm watching both sides. Sony's got an advantage over here. Marvel's got an advantage over here, okay? And so you should always make a list of all the things that can go right, all the things that could go wrong, all the places that somebody has leverage against you, and all the weird things that can happen. I was involved in a deal last summer. It was a pretty good sized deal. And so me and the business owner, we sat down and made a list of everything that we thought that could go wrong inside of this deal, and everything that we thought would happen from the people that we were negotiating with. And some of it happened and some of it didn't. Okay. So pay attention to these deals. You can learn a lot. I was wrong on what I thought was going on, but the more that I look at this deal, I think some of it's merchandising and licensing fees. Some of it is a marketing ploy and a way for you and me to be engaged, to go, oh my goodness, don't get rid of Spider-Man. He's such a good dude. I love Peter Parker, whoever, whatever you want to say. Okay. So my belief, deal's going to happen somewhere between September 5th and the 15th. So there's a 2-week window. I think that they're going to announce that Marvel is going to do between 2 and 4 more movies with Spider-Man, and Sony can do as many as they want because they own the rights. So, like I said, Venom over here did $1 billion. You got a bunch of movies in the MCU that did over $1 billion. There's too much money in the middle in between for them not to make a deal and not to make it happen. It's my belief. Okay. So sit down anytime you get a chance, watch big deals happen, and it's your job to guess to see what's going on. So video number 3, you guess and you pay attention and see what you can figure out for any big deal. It doesn't have to be a movie. It could be 2 big giant organizations. Like I said, I'm just an outside spectator. I'm just watching the ping pong match go back and forth, back and forth. I think that there's still a little bit more fight in the game over the next week. They're going to get past Labor Day weekend. And, people are going to start paying attention. School's going to get started. And then between the 5th and the 15th, they're going to announce, hey, we made this deal. We made it happen. Go watch the movie. There you go. You got one thing to do from here. Just one thing. Find the subscribe button. Click on it every time I send out a video. You'll get an update that says Scott Bell Consultants and another fantastic video, probably from a pretty cool location. Today, I'm out on an island, right? Got the river right there, about to watch the sunset on this Labor Day weekend. Got the pear farm. There's pears being grown over there. And pay attention. I mean, you can learn some really, really cool things from watching big deals happen, and the way that the marketing machines work, the way that the merchandising machines work, and the way to get fan engagement involved, right? So you pay attention. Cliffhanger Effect says, I'm going to give you some information, then walk away. I'm going to have your attention. Attention is one way to create curiosity. It goes curiosity, attention, then money. There you go. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.